Hello and welcome back to another tutorial. If you're new here, welcome. On today's video, we're going to learn how to make this denim two-piece set. If that sounds like something you're interested in learning, stick around and let us get straight into this tutorial. Now to start off, I have my lines ruled out. This line here is my bust point line. That is my shoulder to my bust point. I have it to be 10.5 inches, and then next line is my shoulder to under bust, which is 14 inches, and then my shoulder to waistline is 18 inches, and this is the full length of the top. Now what we want to go ahead to do next is we want to go ahead to mark the shoulder measurement divided by 2, and then from that point we want to come down by 1 inch for the shoulder slope. I normally use 1 inch as the standard, and then I'm going to mark my armhole depth. I use my shoulder measurement divided by 2 to get my armhole depth, and then I'm ruling out this line here. This is going to be our chest line, after which I'm going to go ahead to rule this line all the way down for our armhole. We're not really going to use the upper part of this pattern. I just ruled it out just so you understand clearly what we're doing. Now at that point there, I marked my bust measurement divided by 4 as a guide to create my armhole. So I'm going to go ahead now to rule out my. Next, we want to go ahead to mark our nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2. For me, that is 4 inches. And I'm marking this across on this point here. After which, I'm going to rule a line at that point. After ruling out that line, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark my body measurement divided by 4. So I'm marking my bust measurement here divided by 4, and then I'm going to go ahead to mark my waist measurement divided by 4. But I'm going to cinch my waist, so I want to take out 1 inch from the front of our top, and then 1 inch from the back. So I'm going to take out ½ inch here, meaning I'm going ahead to take out 1 inch at the front. Now I'm going to go to the hip line area, which is the full length of the top, and mark my hip measurement divided by 4, after which we're going to rule this out together. Remember, this is a dartless corset top, so we're not going to have any darts at the bodice area. So I'm going to go ahead now to curve these to meet each other. Now on the chest line area here, I'm going to come out by ½ inch, and then I'm going to come out on the underbust area too by ½ inch and rule a straight line at that point. After doing so, I'm going to place my tape from the chest line area to the underbust area to see what I have. What I have there is about 5.5 inches, but I want my bust to be covered, so I'm taking it up by 7 inches. So that is what I'm going to use to draft my cup, because I do not want my bust to be too revealing. So I'm going to use that now, and we're going to go ahead to draft the cup for this corset. So I just went ahead to mark that 7 inches. I'm also going to take note of what I have from my bust point to my under bust area, which is about 3.5 inches. You want to take note of that because you're going to use this to draft your cup as well. Now to draft the cups, I have my lines ruled out here. So we're going to use that 7 inches, and then we're going to place it here like this. You can see that what we have here is 7 inches. And then from this point here, what we have is 3.5 inches, which is what I told you to take note of. So this is the bust point area. This is the under bust area. So take note of that. And then that is the chest line area. So you want to take note of that. Now we're going to start our measurement from this point. I'm going to mark my nipple to nipple measurement the way I did earlier, and then we're going to rule this out. So this is the nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2, and then I'm going to rule a straight line at this point. Now after ruling out that line on this part here, which is the under bust area, we want to go ahead to take out our dart at that point. Depending on the size of the bust you're working with, you want to do 1 inch or 1.5 inch. I'm doing 1.25 for mine, and I'm going to trace it upwards to meet my bust point line here. So I'm just going to trace the same thing on both sides. Now our nipple to nipple measurement divided by 4, like I marked earlier, is 4 inches, like what we have here. I'm going to add 1 inch to that and make it 5 inches and mark it at this point here. And then I'm taking that 5 inch all the way, and then we're going to rule a line across like this. Next, on this part here, we want to go ahead to mark 0.75 at this part, and then at the top part we're also going to mark 0.75 there. Next, I'm going to curve this to meet the nipple to nipple line we have here. So we're just going to trace this down to this point here and do the same thing for the opposite side as well. Next, on the opposite side here, we're going to do 1 inch at the top part here, and then 1 inch for the bottom part. Remember, we used 0.75 on this point here. Now what we want to do next is we want to go ahead to curve out the sides of our cup. So I'm going to use my curve ruler, and then the part that has that curve, I'm just going to place it here, and then we're going to curve. After doing so, I'm going to repeat the same process on the opposite side as well. Now I want to go ahead to create the shape at this point. You can come down by ½ inch here, but because I want mine to be a bit curved, I'm going to use 1 inch or 1.25 inch at that point, and then here I'm just going to use ½ an inch, after which I'm going to roll these to meet each other. So this part I'm rolling now is the side front, and then this part here is the middle part of the cup. So that is why I went ahead to take this down by 1 inch. So I'm just curving this out. Now after doing so, we want to go ahead to mark 1/4 inch here, and then 1/4 inch on the opposite side as well. And then I'm going to slant this down to meet this other line we have here. I'm also doing the same thing on the opposite side. We're going to slant this down like this. So this is what our cup is looking like. Now I want to go ahead to use my marker to just retrace this out so you see all the lines clearly. So after tracing this out, this is what we have. I went ahead to label them so I do not get confused at what part sits where. And then I'm just going to go ahead to cut out all the pattern pieces. After cutting out all the pattern pieces, this is what they look like. Now we're going to use this to continue drafting our bodies. So this is what our cup looks like. I went ahead to tape it together to hold it in place for us to create the shape. Now you can use your normal corset cup to do this. This is how I used to do this back in the days, to just place and then curve it out. Or you can go ahead to use the already drafted pattern which we have here, and then just place like this and then trace it out. So I'm going to go ahead now to trace this. You want to make sure that the joining for the cup is aligning with that line we have there, and then you just want to go ahead to just trace this out. So after tracing this out, I'm just using my ruler to just retrace the lines because my hands were shaking while doing this. So if you're not using that pattern, you can just place your cup like this and then just trace it out. So I'm doing that now to show you what it would be like using just your cup method. So I'm just going to trace this out like this, and then we're going to go ahead to finish up our pattern. So after doing this, I'm just tracing this point out. So I'm going to curve this from this part here. I'm just creating, like you can already see the dotted lines. I'm just using dotted lines to just curve this out, just so everything is aligned properly. Next, what I want to do is at this point here, I'm going to come up by 2.5 inches. You can do 3, you can do 2.5. I just wanted the shape to be minimal, so I'm using 2.5 inches. And then on this point here, I'm coming out about 1.5 inches upwards at the midpoint area. And then I'm just going to use my curve ruler to curve this out. You can create whatever shape you want at that bottom part. I just wanted it to be a basic shape there. Now we're going to have an opening at this point here. So when I'm cutting this on the fabric, I'm going to take note of that. Now I'm creating style lines in no particular order. I'm just trying to trace out what I see on the style inspiration. So I'm just going to create the style lines, and then we're going to go ahead to work on our back piece. Now for the back piece, I already have my lines ruled out, sort of like the way we had it at the front piece. The only difference is our shoulder to waist difference for the front and the back is not the same, as you already know. Now I'm starting off by marking my body measurement divided by 4. I marked my bust measurement divided by 4, and I'm marking my waist measurement divided by 4. Now I'm marking my hip measurement divided by 4. Do not forget to cinch your waist for the back as well, the same way we did for the front. After adding all our body measurements, I'm just going to rule the lines to meet each other to create the shape we want at that point. Now the same thing we did for the front, we also want to come up from that lower part there by 2.5 inches. So I'm just placing my tape there to take note of what I took at that point, and then I'm going to take it at this other side so the front and back pieces are aligning together. Now on this part here, I took 2 inches upwards because I do not want this to go down to the bum area, and then I'm just going to rule it out. Now I'm going to mark out the opening for the eyelet we're going to have at the back, and for me I don't like mine to be too wide, too open, so I'm just using 1 inch at this point, and then at the lower part I'm using 0.75. So I'm just going to rule this to meet each other. Now before I roll this out, I'm going to decide how deep I want the back piece to be, and I mark this at about 1.5 inch below my chest line. So I'm going to rule this part here now, and then we're going to connect this to the armhole area. So before we do that, I'm going to come down 1/2 inch from my armhole depth. I'm going to come down from there by 1/2 inch, and then we're going to connect this, and that is it for the back piece. Now because we're going to have eyelets at the back, I'm just creating the holes here just so you know that we're going to have eyelets at this point here. So this is it for the back piece. We want to go ahead to cut this out. And remember that you can also have style lines at the back of your dress. I won't be adding any style lines for mine. My style lines are only going to be for the front piece and not for the back. Now I'm going to go ahead now to cut out all my pattern pieces. So this is the fabric we're going to work with for this tutorial. This is a denim fabric, and I'm working with 1.5 yards of fabric. You can do 2 yards depending on your size or the size of your client, but this is what I'm working with. And you can see that this particular denim doesn't have any stretch either ways. There are some denim fabrics that actually have stretch, but this one doesn't have that. So now we're going to move on to start cutting this. So now I'm cutting this out on the fabric, and I'm leaving 1/2 inch seam allowance at the top as well as the sides. So I'm just going to go ahead now to cut out the back piece and move on to cut out the remaining pattern pieces. So after cutting out all the pattern pieces, we're going to cut out the skirt piece as well, and I'm going to use the freehand method for this. So the length of my skirt is 17 inches. I'm adding 1 inch to that to make it 18 inches for folding allowance, and then I'm going to mark my hip line, which is 9 inches. I'm going to distribute this all the way to this other side and then rule a straight line at those points. Now after doing so, I'm going to mark my waist measurement divided by 4, and then I'm going to mark it on this point here and add 1 inch seam allowance. I'm going to repeat the process for my hip and add in my seam allowance as well. And then for the bottom part of the skirt, I'm going to use my hip measurement and then take out 1.5 inches from what I have there and then just mark it out. So after marking this out, I'm going to take out that 1.5 inch, and then we're just going to connect all the lines to meet each other. Now after doing so, I'm going to go ahead to cut this out. Now I used the front piece to place on another piece of fabric, as you can see, and I left out this allowance here for the zipper allowance. So I'm just extending my hip line to this point here, and I'm going to mark 1 inch for my zipper allowance, and then here I'm going to mark half an inch, and then at the top part here I'm also going to mark half an inch, but I'm going to add 1 inch at this waist area here. So this is going to help the our bum shape come out very well. I find that this method is easier for me, so I'm just going to curve them out. Now I'm going to connect the lines from the top all the way to the bottom, and then we're just going to go ahead to cut this out, and that is it for this tutorial. You want to stay tuned for the sewing part where I show you how to sew this two-piece set. If you're not subscribed already, make sure you subscribe to be a part of my YouTube community. You can also follow us on TikTok as well as Instagram. I'll have the link to all our social media platforms in the description box below. If you found this video helpful in any way, do not forget to give it a thumbs up. With that being said, I will see you guys on the next one. Bye guys.